Imagine this. A man rushes home earlier than usual, heart light with excitement, thinking he'll surprise his fiancée and spend some quiet time with her and her little daughter. But what he saw the moment he opened that door changed everything forever. If you're watching this right now, don't scroll away. You'll want to hear every second of this story. And if you believe in kindness, justice, and love that protects the innocent, hit that like button right now and subscribe, because stories like this deserve to be heard. Daniel was a hard-working man, someone who had lived most of his life alone, carrying scars of a difficult past but still dreaming of building a family filled with warmth and love. When he met Claire, she was beautiful, graceful, and for the first time in years, he felt hope. Claire was a single mother, raising her 8-year-old daughter Lily all by herself. Daniel admired her strength, her independence, and the way Lily's face lit up whenever Claire was around. At least, that's what he thought. That evening, Daniel left work earlier than usual. He picked up a small box of cupcakes from Lily's favorite bakery, planning to surprise them both. He imagined walking in, seeing Lily's excited smile, and Claire wrapping her arms around him in gratitude. He opened the door quietly, holding the bag behind his back, ready to playfully say, "Guess who's home early?" But the sound that reached him wasn't laughter. It wasn't the voice of a happy little girl. It was crying, soft, muffled sobs, followed by a sharp voice that chilled him to the bone. "Why can't you ever do anything right, Lily?" It was Claire's voice. Daniel froze, confusion twisting inside him. Slowly, he stepped closer, peeking into the living room. And that's when his heart nearly stopped. There was Claire, his fiancée, the woman he had trusted, the woman he planned to marry, standing over Lily, her hand raised, her face full of anger. And little Lily, with tears running down her cheeks, clutching a broken glass in her tiny hands, trembling, whispering, "I'm sorry, Mommy. I didn't mean to drop it." Daniel's world shattered in that instant. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. He dropped the bag of cupcakes to the floor, the sound startling both of them. Claire whipped her head around, shock flashing across her face, while Lily ran to him, wrapping her arms around his waist, crying harder now, whispering, "Please don't let her hurt me." Daniel bent down, holding the little girl tightly, his own eyes burning with tears. He looked at Claire, his voice trembling, but firm. "How could you? How could you raise your hand against her? She's your daughter." Claire stammered, trying to explain. "You don't understand, Daniel. She's difficult, she doesn't listen. I just lost my temper." But Daniel cut her off, his voice louder now, raw with emotion. "No. You don't hurt a child. You don't raise your hand to the one who looks up to you for love. I thought I knew you, Claire. I thought you were strong because you carried so much on your own. But strength is not in breaking someone smaller than you. It's in protecting them, no matter what." For a long moment, silence filled the room. Claire's eyes welled up, and maybe there was regret in them, maybe shame, but Daniel didn't look away from Lily. He stroked her hair, whispering, "You're safe. I promise you'll always be safe." That night changed everything. Daniel ended the engagement, but not his bond with Lily. He couldn't walk away from the little girl who had looked at him as her protector, her safe place. He went to court, fought for custody, and though it was a long, painful battle, the truth came out. Witnesses, teachers, neighbors, many had seen signs but were too afraid to speak until Daniel did. In the end, Lily was placed under his guardianship, and slowly, she began to heal. There were hard days, nights when Lily woke up crying, terrified that someone might hurt her again. Times when Daniel felt the weight of being both a father and a mother, not sure if he was enough. But every smile Lily gave him, every drawing she made for him that said, "Daddy, I love you," reminded him that love is not about blood. It's about choice. It's about standing up when someone needs you most. Years later, Lily grew into a strong young woman, kind, resilient, and full of dreams. On her graduation day, she hugged Daniel tightly and whispered, "You saved me. You gave me a life I never thought I'd have. Thank you for choosing me." And Daniel? He realized that sometimes the family we build is even stronger than the one we're born into. He thought he had lost everything when he ended things with Claire, but in reality, he had gained the greatest gift of all. The chance to protect and love a child who needed him. So, if you're watching this right now, remember, love is not measured by words but by actions. If you see someone vulnerable, don't turn away. Step in. Protect them. Because your courage might change someone's life forever. And if this story touched your heart even a little, go ahead and press that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Let's spread the message that kindness and courage can heal even the deepest wounds. Daniel sat in the living room, Lily curled up on his lap, still shaking. The clock ticked loudly on the wall, each sound cutting into the heavy silence. Claire stood there, pacing, biting her nails, her eyes darting between them. "Daniel, please, you don't understand," Claire said finally, her voice cracking. "It was just a mistake. Parents lose their tempers. She'll forget it. Kids forget things." Daniel shook his head slowly, his arms tightening around Lily. "No, Claire. Children don't forget moments like this. I know because I lived it.